Hello and welcome to Love from the Other Side. If you are on this video, perhaps you too are in need of hope. We bring you stories from around the world of people who have shared their near-death experiences. If you haven't done so yet and you enjoy this type of content, I would love to welcome you to be our newest subscriber to Love from the Other Side. You subscribing will help this channel a lot, and we truly appreciate it. With that being said, let's get started with today's video.
I was on the operating table. I could feel the surgeon sawing into my head. The pain was unbearable. I couldn't shout out to get their attention. I looked up and saw a grey cloud forming over me. A hand came from the cloud. I reached up and it held me. My grandmother and uncle, who had passed away years ago, were overhead. In the middle was a mist, spinning around. My grandmother said that everything would be all right. She said in Irish, "Agra, you will be fine." My uncle said nothing, but I could feel his concern. I felt myself float out of my body. I looked at my body, and I saw calipers on my head. One surgeon said, "It's such a shame, so young for all of this to happen." I tried to shout at them, to tell them to stop what they were doing. I put my hand on one of their arms and tried to pull him. I shouted, "Look at me, I'm okay." I couldn't understand why they couldn't hear me. I came to the realization that I was outside my body, and it scared me. I was being pulled up into a void. I was trying to make myself go forward, but I wasn't moving. I felt afraid. I was being taunted and felt an uncomfortable presence around me, but I couldn't see anything. As I drew away, it started to tell me it wanted me. Others, like it said, "Come with us." I could feel it was trying very hard to convince me. I felt hopelessness. Just about when I was about to give up, a being of light came in front of me like an angel. I asked, "Are you God?" The angel said, "No. Follow me." Then another being of light came. Both were on my right and left side. They had no faces and they had wings, and they were all light. We traveled very fast into a tunnel of many different colors. At one point, they let go of me, but came back when they saw I wasn't making progress. Then they disappeared. I was on my own again as I traveled through this tunnel. Then I saw a small light in the distance and was drawn towards it. It became bigger and bigger as I approached it. I looked back and could see my mother, my father, and sister over my bedside. I was sad. I said to myself, what was there to be sad about, as they would be coming later? I was then in front of the being of light. It filled me with awe. I was trying to recite poetry to describe it. I couldn't. I could feel its love and kindness. I felt a kinship with it. The being wasn't judgmental or angry, just loving and accepting. I didn't need to talk to it, as it could read my thoughts. The being then asked me to show what I had done with my life. I felt it was downloading all of my experiences. I had no option because everything I had done was played in front of me. My girlfriend at the time was going through a hard time. I couldn't give her the support she needed. I saw myself walking out the door of the apartment. When I was gone, I saw her cry in torment. I could feel her pain and anguish. This made me angry, and I cursed the light. It told me that this is not my fault. I tried to hide from it, but couldn't. It said, "You are hiding all your life, Francis. Come and show yourself to me." I rose and said, "Here I am. Do with me what you want. I don't care." After this, the angel of light came and asked me to go with it. It showed me a pit with lights coming from it. I asked, "What is this? Is it hell?" It said no. It's all the prayers and good intentions coming from the earth to here. It was like an inferno of light on small particles. I then was shown an army of thousands of angels. These angels had wings and a sword and a bow. The angel explained that they are fighting the darkness, or evil, as you know it. I then saw a city in silver and a forest of beautiful trees. Then I was back in front of the light. It told me that all that matters is love. After everything, love is constant. It told me that I was to return. I said no, I'm staying. I asked why should I return. It said, you are going back for yourself. Your time is not up yet. I told it that I would go gladly and I would do my best. I would change myself and tell others that there is nothing but love and to love one another. The next thing, I was back over my body and looking down upon myself. After I woke from a coma, 2 months later, I was blind and in a wheelchair. The fact that I was blind and I had a 50% chance of seeing again, or that I had temporarily lost the use of my legs, didn't bother me. I was okay with it all. All of this happened 20 years ago. I never spoke about it much because I knew that it's true. What I can say is that when my father died, the day before he took a stroke, I told him what to expect. I didn't know he was going to die. I asked him how he wanted to be buried. I asked if he was on a ventilator, would he want to continue on it? And he said no. I told him that when, or if, he was on a ventilator, that when they unplugged it, he would float over his body and would see everybody in the room. I told him that they won't be able to see you, but come before me. I will know you are there. So, that's my story. I hope you can take some reassurance from it. Everybody's experience is a separate and personal experience. The thing about dying is that there could be 10,000 people there, but you are the one taking this journey alone.
Well, friends, that is our experience for today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. Until next time, God bless.